Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. The Vertx Gamut series versus the Vertx Ready Pack X. Which one is right for you? Bottom line up front, if you want more vertical head space, more internal organization, and you want your bag to be just, I guess, overall a better fit for travel with the lateral luggage pass through, get the Gamut. If you want something that has a little bit less internal organization, you want full exposure to laser cut moly, which you don't get in the Gamut series, you want stuff like that, then get the Ready Pack X. But if you want to know the differences between the two, which one I would choose out of these, then stick around for more. That's my bottom line up front. Now, the Vertx Ready Pack X is their newest in the Vertx lineup, over a decade of ingenuity. I've had the Vertx 2.0, I've had the 3.0, and now I have the Ready Pack X. Full disclosure, Vertx sent both of these bags to me. They didn't pay me for this. I've just liked them a lot. I originally got the Vertx 2.0, Ready Pack 2.0. They saw my video. They kind of got me my relationship started with them. The Gamut is about the same amount of time, over a decade of ingenuity. But this is when they've done the most to differentiate these two bags from one another. Similarities: they both have water bottle pockets on both sides that can fit up to an Nalgene size bottle. They both have moly, just different sizes. They both have luggage pass-throughs. They both have CCW compartments so you can quickly access your weapons. And then you can also pass through stuff such as a bladder and stuff like that. That's about where the similarities stop. 20 liters, 22 liters is the comparison here. The Gamut you can get in a 26 liter. I've already done a review on that. I will leave that linked up. You can watch that video after this one if you think you want a bigger size for the Gamut series. Gamut also comes in sling bags. They have them 18 liters and 22. The Ready Pack X is kind of its own thing, okay? And so I'm gonna talk to you about, if you're the guy who wants the Ready Pack X, let me tell you the big differences between the two. And I'm gonna show you what stands out for the Ready Pack versus the Gamut. So the Ready Pack has the laser cut moly that they carried over from other series of this bag. So, and on the Ready Pack, you can leave this moly exposed on purpose. So if you just like the way this looks, if you have like a piece of kit, like a e-tool, or if you have like a ballistic helmet that's attached to this and you want to leave the moly exposed, you can do that easier with this. Also on the Ready Pack, it does have more of a traditional A-frame type of look for a traditional like American style backpack with this big pocket in the front, which is kind of what we're used to seeing with the Jan Sports of the world. Up here in the very front, you do have this vertical stash pocket, which you can put stuff in like hand sanitizer and headphones and stuff like that. Then behind it, you do have a bigger pocket. And in this pocket, a little bit of organization. And then it's pretty deep for you to put stuff in there like sunglasses or whatever you may want to. As mentioned, you do have this entire stash pocket here where it exposes your laser cut moly. You can tuck the flap in. You could also put a rain jacket or something in there if you really wanted to. And then you can organize this as you see fit. So you got yourself some, you know, your flashlights, your multi-tools, whatever you may have. You can kind of just put those here, use those, etc., etc. The water bottle system has a cinch, so if you're using something smaller than a Nalgene size bottle, you can actually cinch it down right here, which lets you cinch it tighter. But you can put a Nalgene size bottle in these. Once you take the bottle out, you can cinch them closed and all that good stuff if that's something that you want to be able to do. So let's close up this flap and show you the rear. This is the other difference with the Ready Pack X. The Ready Pack X does have quick adjustable sternum straps where you can just quickly move this up and down to adjust exactly where the sternum strap goes on your body. And I'll show you what the Gamut looks like here in a second. Another difference here also is that if you prefer the luggage pass-through to be vertical, the luggage pass-through is vertical on the Ready Pack X, so it would be sitting vertically on a piece of luggage. I'll put some B-roll on top to show you what that will look like. And so the storage area in the back is about the same when it comes to your CCW compartment. So that's something that you may care about. And so you slip the Premier Body Armor. You can still get Premier Body Armor plates, which I have inside of this one. And it does come with the pre-installed holster holder. So if you have a appendix holster with a loop back, then you can put it on this area that's inside of the bag. So another key difference with the Ready Pack X is it does not stand up as well on its own as the Gamut. The Gamut is sitting here kind of at an angle behind this light off camera, just sitting there chilling. If I let this bag go, no, you really got to practice packing this up in such a way that it won't fall forward. I had this propped up at the beginning of the video for the purposes of this video. This also only has a half clamshell opening, okay? So half clamshell may be something you want, so you have to think about that. In here, I'm simulating a 15-inch laptop. I stuffed an entire Premier Body Armor laptop case in here. This is designed to hold a 15-inch MacBook Pro. So you probably can get away with a 16-inch MacBook back here, but it will comfortably fit like a 15, 14-inch laptop. And then in front of that, you do have loop panel, okay? And that's just loop panel all the way down. You can customize this however you want. You want to buy your own accessories from Vertx or from eBay stock, 511, some no-name company, and kit this out how you see fit. And Gamut has more organization on the inside. Here you have one very large pocket here with mesh. Below that is hook and loop, which you can't see. It's underneath the flap. And then up here, they added some organization for you with a little bit of loop panel, the 3 areas, different sizing for you to put different accessories. And of course, you can run a bladder through this bag right here if you really wanted to run a bladder back here. So this is a pretty decent sized bag. It can easily accommodate, 7-inch barrel, maybe a 9-inch barrel type of rifle in the main compartment if you wanted to. Do I have something down there? I do. So I guess that makes sense. So you could put something in here like this if you wanted to, zip it up, but you see it can accommodate a 9-inch. But the Gamut will do this a little bit easier than using the Ready Pack for something like this. So that's the Ready Pack. Ready Pack, I do believe, is a little bit more everyday carry ready, if that makes sense. If you're the type of person that takes your bag with you every single day to like a coffee shop, to work, Ready Pack might be a little bit better. It's a little bit smaller footprint. It's a little bit more streamlined on your back. The pass-through allows for you to use it as in essence, if you have that level 3 armor in here and you're using your weapon at the same time, you can hold it like this because of the pass-through. On your back, it's a little bit more streamlined. It's a little bit smaller. So you can kind of see here, it's a decent looking size footprint, kind of disappears when you wear it. So the Ready Pack is a go-to for kind of like an everyday wear. The Gamut 22 liter is a different type of bag. So a little bit bigger, it's a little bit taller, it's a little bit wide, it's a little bit more depth. They're the same width, but it does have a little bit more depth. And they finally really differentiated this bag to where if you decide to go with this one, you feel like you're getting something different. Older series, the Gamut and the Ready Pack just felt like kissing cousins, and one was just bigger than the other one. This one, they're more distinct, okay? So now they've added features into here that you can't get on the Ready Pack. So you can expand this. So this goes from a 22 liter bag, in essence, about an additional 5 to 7 liters, depending on how you stuff this in here. I mean, if you put this on and you were to add a bump helmet, a ballistic helmet, a rain jacket, a gas mask, whatever, this is gonna significantly just increase the amount of space that you have for storage purposes. So now you have this whole area in the front. If you wanted to put a rain jacket, a coat, or whatever, this is made of a thinner nylon than the rest of the bag. This makes it a little bit more lightweight. I did talk about, I wish they would have gave me like a 30D nylon right here and just fully closed up this flap. Doesn't have to be the most durable nylon. I guess if a 30D could be more rippable, and if you're gonna be putting stuff in here like ballistic helmets with, pointy flashlights or binos or whatever, then they didn't want that to possibly happen. But When you're not using this additional flap, then this entire bottom area is kind of a secret storage, because when this is stuffed in here, you can put whatever you want to down here, and it's kind of a just undisclosed secret storage area that you can use for whatever. Now, the other difference on the front is they've added all these little hooks in here. So if you want to put like a carabiner on here, you can do that. And this is a halfway exposure to get to the molly. It's not laser cut anymore. They're not all the exact same molly size. They're almost just elastic banding, different size ranges and variants, or how you may want to pack it out, okay? So a little bit different when it comes to the pack out of that front area. That's something you have to think about if that's what you want. So because you drop that storage down here, they've added it to the top of the bag, which is what I would prefer, especially if this is a travel bag, which I think this is more suited for travel. Because now if you're sitting at an airport, you have this sitting next to you and you're charging your phone, this is sitting next to your knee. This top pocket is much more accessible when you're sitting. You can put stuff in here like your sunglasses. Then there's another pocket right here, which is lined, which in theory you could put sunglasses in there as well. I got some earbuds in there. So both bags also have the grab handle, which we all love. And then that's the major differences on this side of the bag. The rear of the bag, you still get the same molly, or you still get the same CCW compartment with the pre-installed holder if you have an appendix holster with a loop back. The big difference with this is the luggage pass-through is now vertical, which I'll put some B-roll on top here to show you why this is more beneficial to if you have your bag upright on a piece of luggage versus sideways. That's why I think this might be a little bit better for travel versus the Ready Pack. Now, technically the shoulder straps are a little, I mean, like when I say maybe 4 millimeters, 5 millimeters wider on this, they have the same type of padding, but they are a little bit wider. Here's another difference though. To change out the chest cinch, you do have to do a little bit more work, okay? To move the chest cinch is a little bit more work to unhook this and move it up and down. It's not really designed for quick movements. This is really one of those bags, you get the chest cinch where you want it, you're either using it or you're not, okay? So this also has the option for the larger bags if you want to have a waist strap added on here if you get the 26 liter. 26 liter also has different carry options as well with more storage options. Now let's jump into the main part of the bag. Main part of the bag, here's the biggest difference with the main part. This is a full clamshell opening, unlike the Ready Pack. So this is more suited, once again, I keep mentioning this, for travel, in my opinion. You can fully see what you were missing while you're packing. You can see if you forgot to do something or whatever. This space down here is more usable in this bag. So what they've done in this bag, so on the Ready Pack, this whole area is loop panel and there's no pocket. What they've done in this bag is they've given you a second pocket and they've only given you loop strips. So these are elastic strips, so you can put stuff here if you want to. You still have the same pocket from the Ready Pack. Mine is full of crayons, of course, because we Marines need to have a good lunch with us at all times, like no matter what. And then the organization at the very top has a little, so instead of 3, you're now getting 4 areas up here, and they don't have the full loop, just a strip. So they really did differentiate this. Now, this is a 15-inch laptop back here. It has loop panel behind the laptop, so if you want to put REs back there, or even if you had a rifle back here and you wanted to put a stabilizer strap on the rifle to keep it from moving laterally while you had it in a bag, that might be a good thing if you carried a rifle in the main compartment. This one has an additional pocket, tablets, notebooks, whatever you want to use it for. And then totally in front of the bag, this is all loop paneling in here, so you can put more stuff down there if you want to. So I do believe that the Gamut series, the 22, is going to be more suited for the travelers that are among us. Now, I would say more specifically, the 26 is going to be the better travel companion. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think that this 22 liter is direct. It is good if you're looking for an everyday carry bag. And if you're trying to decide between the Ready Pack and you're trying to decide between the Gamut, the 22 is good for an everyday carry type of bag. But if you're looking for a travel bag, I think the 22 is outshined by its 26 liter. And you can check that video out and talk about the key differences between those two. And just to show you what this looks like on the back, there you go. So this one still feels really good. This one feels, I can feel the difference in the shoulder straps of this bag. It feels different. The Ready Pack does have a smaller silhouette in my opinion, but me being 6'2", I will be okay with this one being my everyday bag. This is a very hard choice because I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy the Ready Pack's versatility of being able to show off that laser cut molly. Like I really like that. I mean, there may be some times where I have this outfitted out, or if I'm constantly grabbing something a lot, we're at a park or picnic and I'm constantly grabbing the same item over and over, like a flashlight, it'd be nice to just see that laser cut molly and grab it. But that secret flap on the Gamut and being able to pack a raincoat, or you got dirty boots, you got dirty sneakers, you can put that on that. And in both of these, you're gonna maintain them the same way. Hand wash them, dry them in direct sun, you know, with warm soap and water type stuff. So TLC is gonna be the same way for both of these. X, you have to choose one no matter what. You can't ride the fence with this, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna, for me personally, it's gonna have to be, oh, this is a difficult one, but it's probably gonna be the Ready Pack X. At this size range, because I know the 26 liter exists for this bag, I would choose the Ready Pack X because I like the versatility of showing off that molly. I'm not gonna necessarily travel with the Ready Pack. This one can also fit this. I have a tech kit in here, but this could fit in here very easily as well. But I'm not gonna travel with the Ready Pack. I guess I could though. It's very versatile. I like the way it looks. It very much gives me the vibes of just a standard American bag with the A-frame and the large pocket in the front. This is just like a better built JanSport. I mean, just the, you know, the basic kind of grumblings of that. You still get attachment points here and there on the bag itself. So it's gonna be really up to you. But comment down below, which one do you prefer? The Ready Pack X or the Gamut 22 liter? First time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.